NQTs. I hope this finds you well. I just wanted to find the opportunity to say an enormous congratulations for a really successful induction period with ourselves at Teach South East as your appropriate body. It's been an absolute pleasure to guide you and see you develop over the course of your induction programme. And I'm now absolutely privileged to be able to congratulate you at the end of your induction period. I just wanted to have the opportunity just to reflect on the achievements that you have made over that induction period. I think first and foremost, the greatest achievement has been as a practicing teacher in the classroom, to develop your practice for the best interests of the students, whether that be developing a particular area of pedagogy, whether that be conversations with colleagues that have brought you round to developing yourself as a teacher, and also those fundamental relationships with children. We've had a really challenging year, and COVID has definitely brought us many curveballs over the last year. And I'm delighted to say that every single one of you has dealt with that with commitment and with passion, and ensuring that every one of our students continues to get the very best educational deal. But I think when we reflect back on COVID and what we've learned from it, I do hope that it will be with a certain amount of fondness, and that we'll be able to think about all of those things that we've adapted in our practice that we'll be able to take forward and students will be able to benefit from in years to come. I know that we have all continued to develop as an educational researcher, engaging as we go through our induction year with educational research, and I hope that's something that you will continue. And first and foremost as well, that member of being a school community. Every one of you has had a fundamental impact, a positive one, on the school community with which you're part of. And together as part of that school community, you have guided the students of that community through what has been a challenging year contextually with COVID. And also I know that that school community you are very thankful for, because they have helped to support and nurture you through your NQT induction period. But thinking about yourselves moving forward and thinking about where next as far as your relationship with us at Teach South East goes. Now that you've finished your induction period, it doesn't mean that the relationship with us comes to an end. There are many other programmes that we can support you with to continue your professional development. Next year we are offering an NQT+1 programme, which will be very suitable for yourselves coming to the end of the induction period. There's going to be 3 twilight after school sessions, focusing on areas of pedagogy that may require further development, such as assessment and progress of students, and tracking that progress of students, working with exam classes, but also managing your own well-being and developing that teacher identity as you move forward in your career. A number of you have already engaged with the master's pathway that we offer through the University of Sussex, and I very much hope that you'll continue that moving forward into your NQT+1 year. However, for those of you that are yet to engage with the master's pathway, but you might like to, please do get in touch, because we can support you on a 3 years worth programme to masters. There is also a suite of NPQ, National Professional Qualifications, that we offer through our relationship with Xavier Teaching School Hub. There are some that are appropriate for yourselves, moving into middle leadership and securing your practice within the classroom. And then there are some at senior and executive headship level. Those that might be most pertinent to you moving forward over the next few years, there's one in leading teacher development, there's one about leading teaching, and there's one about leading behaviour and culture. As you can see, those 3 NPQs are very much rooted within the classroom and rooted within developing your own practice. So if that is something that you're interested in developing, then please do get in touch with us at Teach South East. And across any of those programmes that I've just spoken about, speak to your professional tutor, and they can help you and navigate your way through transitioning onto one of those programmes at an appropriate time for you. Now, I've talked about us continuing to engage in research, and I know that as yourselves, as NQTs transitioning to NQT+1 year, that is something that I know that you understand the importance of. But continuing that as life gets busier and responsibilities grow greater within your school role. But just remembering those things that are on the screen there, the Education Endowment Foundation, the Chartered College of Teaching and research schools, alongside all the more informal blogs and social media, where you can get an absolute wealth of knowledge and information about teaching, all grounded on that really fundamental research. So we very much hope that this isn't the end of our partnership together, and we very much hope at Teach South East that we will continue to work together over the coming years, whether it be through one of those programmes or whether it be through an informal conversation with one of us, or just picking up the phone or sending an email with a query or a thought that you may have. Please do stay in touch with us. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you over your NQT induction year and seeing you develop into fabulous and passionate teachers who I know are giving our students the very best educational deal. You'll see there on the screen Jo Hawkins's email address, so if you have got any questions, please do get in touch with her and she'll pass it over to one of our central team. But for now, all that remains to say is an enormous congratulations for passing your NQT induction period with ourselves at Teach South East, and I wish you all a very restful and well-deserved summer break.